and then get him right in the face.
Yeah, there's so many moments versus Mango where I'm just like, boop, grab, right? Out of the air. Nice.
Good stuff. I like it.
Oh. Ooh, no jump.
So I'm like really glad certain things are happening.
Yeah,
It's like,
I have a lot of things to say too.
Yeah, exactly. I have so much to say already.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess if you have stuff you want to start with.
Okay, so yeah, one big issue I'm having
Mhm.
with like better players, and I'm guessing it's just arthritis. It's like I'm trying to explain it. Like it's a little bit different though. It's like I'll stay even with somebody the whole time, but
Mhm.
like every stock, I'm dying at like 90 to 120,
Yeah.
and they're dying at like 180. So it's not like I'm getting four stocked. It's just like I feel like I'm just putting in so much work at the kills. So one of my direct questions would be like, are you looking for kills at a are you looking not to push past a certain percent to get that kill? Or are you just like, hey, if I go past, we're just gonna have to work hard this stock?
No, absolutely. Well, it's a little bit of both, right? Where if it does reach that point, I have to come to that realization. But but from when I start the stock, I'm hoping to end it early with optimized punish game. So I feel your up tilt follow-ups are really good. It looks like you already have a good idea of how to combat slide off, which I was interested in because I was like, there's like one or two slide offs that I got, but it looked like you were doing the up tilts in the right direction, which was good. But even just like prioritizing against spacies at like 50% on Pokemon Stadium, where I tech roll, going for the tipper on the platforms,
and
then
catching the slide off so they go shooting off.
And they shoot, the DI is already going to be bad, right? And being cognizant of that, and then knowing how to edge guard, like prioritizing that off stage scenario, and like knowing what to do, and just being efficient in that is so vastly important. Whereas every stock that we play there, I was 100 plus, right? Yeah. And in Marth Fox, you're gonna need to have some gimps,
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, let me shake off a little nerves, and then also it's like it's learning the Fox. Like, several of your recoveries you went straight in. That threw me off a little bit. And then another issue that I'm having, I want to talk to you about, is my ledge game. When I'm on ledge, I play this one Marth that like no matter what I did, it's like he knew what I was going to do before I did it. So I don't know if that's like him just watching and he's reacting. Am I being super predictable? Is it a pattern that he's seeing? Is it just I'm rhythmic and he knows when I'm dude, if I'd attack on, he'd counter. If I'd roll on, he'd wave dash back smash it.
Interesting.
If I just stood up, he'd grab and throw me back off. Like,
and you felt like you were mixing it up?
Yeah, I was trying everything. I was like, what is this crap?
I mean, so I will say first and foremost that is a big disadvantage to be in the corner as Marth, right? Like that, like we can already establish that. Like you are at disadvantage. Now, you mentioned rhythm. Are you getting up from the ledge at the same rhythm every time? Like maybe do you do 3 ledge stalls?
Like stalling twice and then getting
up. So that's really common.
Yeah.
And
that's something. Do you know? And this might be a better question for like Mewtwo King. Do you know how many frames, or like can I get up invincible at all?
Yes.
Or am I okay?
So it's really not super valuable with Marth. He can get max 4 frames on his ledge dash of invincibility, which isn't realistic because it's very hard to do 4 frames. Yeah. I usually get like 1 or 2.
I keep getting, so I was in Uncle Punch and I kept getting -2.
Right. So it's a really fast flicking motion. Yeah. Although I would say like the more important than getting that invulnerability is the timing that I was talking about, and also being okay with ledge stalling for a little bit, because you don't want to like Mewtwo King it too long where you play from there. But like you want to get back to, your goal should be to get back to center, right?
Yeah.
And if you have to take a little bit more time than you're used to on the ledge, maybe learning some hack stashes to mix up your opponent, like maybe,
I can hack.
yeah. So like mixing that in to like feign them to come in, then you like the closer they are to you when you're on the ledge, the better chance you have to ledge dash through them and then run center. Now, if they're spaced farther away, which is where that Marth was probably standing, and you. Then they can like,
he was right around roll ring,
and he was probably like grabbing your ledge dash, or
he just grab me. Yeah,
it's kind of that thing where I'm sure you noticed, like when you play Marth Peach, when the Peach is on the ledge, what is she gonna do? Regular get up, tournament winner, roll. Okay, I can cover all these on reaction.
Of course.
So it's a little harder to do versus Marth, and he has some tools to mix it up, but it's all about the most important thing is being rhythmically different every time.
And I think that's something that changed my game in general, is when I got okay with not rushing on people. Because like I might dash dance like twice and then feel like I need to go in. Like we're playing a game, let's play. And that's really that old school mentality. Like hey, we're fighting, let's fight. And like just taking an extra second to like not rush in and being okay with not charging my opponent.
It's so good.
And I still think I have a little bit of that on the ledge where like I almost feel like I'm stalling if I wait there more than 2 edge stalls. You know what I mean?
I've had that feeling where even in tournament, and then like I'm like, oh, I'm playing lame. And then
exactly. This is a friendly. Why am I doing this?
Yeah,
even in tournament, you thought
and in tournament, I felt that way. And then after, I'm like, what am I doing? I want to win. Like, so I don't feel that anymore. Like, if you watch me versus HBox at Genesis, like I would do that up B, let's,
you know, like
yeah.
Dude, that's one reason why I actually like playing Jigglypuff. I'm not great at the match. But like mentally, I feel so fine with taking my time because like you look at your character, I know you're gonna play this way, so I know you're cool with me playing this way.
Yeah.
Where if I play a Fox, I like to be a little bit faster because I know that's the pace that they want to go. But yeah, like if I go up against a Samus or a Peach or Jigglypuff, I'm like, oh, I'm taking my time because I know that's what they're gonna do.
It's it's also about eliminating that public perception of like, oh, is this lame or not? No, it's all about being satisfied with how you play. Right. That's the goal. And PG Nick, thank you for the prime. So there was one thing that I wanted to mention real quick that was a key. There was a key takeaway for me where you down tilted me twice. And most of the game you weren't down tilting that much. You were kind of nair in place, mix ups, fair in place, which was good, and you were like walling me out well. But the down tilts that you did there, you caught me twice, and then what did I do after? I full hopped immediately. So that should be your cue to be like, okay, Zane's Fox likes a full hop.
That's how you're gonna get around. Okay.
Yeah, maybe I can up tilt him when he lands. Maybe I can do a late retreating fair, and I can show you like the kind of fair, real quick, just not to play in the game, but the kind of fairs that you want to be doing, and what you'll see me do a lot is these. Like if they're not close to me, I'll kind of be doing these empty hops where I'm
like triangle jumps.
Yeah, kind of, right? Yeah. And then when they do come in, I'll do like these super late fairs. And the reason they're late is because, well, one, it's harder.
It throws off their timing.
It throws off the timing. You saw me CC too, right? Where you nared and I ran CC grabbed, right?
Yeah.
The later you do something, the harder it is to get that CC punish. So that's the importance of it. And yeah, just throwing off the timing and being able to act quickly out of that late fair. Maybe you do fair down tilt, fair dash back, fair jump again, fair. And yeah, those are the fairs that you want to be doing. And you had these nairs down really well. You weren't doing the like approaching nairs, which are terrible.
Dude, I call them my nervous nairs.
Yeah.
Like it's like a fox dash dancing, and you just want to like.
You're like, come on,
because he's right there.
Yeah.
He's gonna come in. I know he's coming in now.
But what does a good fox do? He just dash back grabs or up smashes it, or yeah. And I do think those nairs have their place from time to time. Like maybe versus Sheik, you cross up their shield.
And yes, I think they're good at catching Falco's lasers.
Yes,
like
yes.
We're like here, and he goes to laser, and you can get him real quick as he jumps.
Yeah, and you know why that also is so good is because you had the forward momentum, and you were threatening Nair, and if they laser, what do? You just mash fair.
Mash fair.
Yeah.
You're like, ah, and then get him right in the face.
Yeah, there's so many moments versus Mango where I'm just like, boop, grab, right, out of the Nair.
That laser really doesn't have that much stun.
No, I actually love getting lasered. 3P30, thank you. So yeah, those down tilt. I want to see you down tilt more and represent it more, and just see that data gathering I was talking about, right? Even if it feels like you're doing it forever, it's whatever, right? Like it shouldn't feel like spamming, because if it's working, it's working. And then if I'm beating it, why am I beating it, right? You're gonna get answers. So yeah, this is good. Perfect. Yeah. So that late fair that I was talking about, immediately beat that full hop after you did that down tilt. Oh, okay.
That call out on my side B is tough. Ooh, was that? Did you edge cancel that?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's that F smash, right? Yeah.
Yep. I was hoping you jump out of shield there, and I catch you.
I'm more okay with that call out since I'm in the corner. But yeah, the main takeaway there, it happened 3 times. Is you down tilted, I full hop drilled, you drift back, late fared, and you got to grab off of it. And the fact that that's happening is just great, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to get you to do stuff, and you just don't do it.
It's also that my Fox is a little more patient, right?
I'm like, I'll get you to sidestep here. Nope. I'm like, damn it.
My number 1 rule in this matchup is that I shouldn't sidestep.
I'm trying to call it out, and it's not happening, and then I'm getting hit in the face, and I'm like, oh, damn it.
Oh, what's up, Richie? What did Richie say? Did you know I met husband before you were born?
You know what's terrifying is that fact might be accurate.
That's just not true. Richie's only like 3 years older than me.
I was playing this dude the other day, and he's 19. I played his buddy, and his buddy was 16, and I'm 36. So I was definitely playing competitive Melee before he was born.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So cool. So that was a big takeaway. I saw you went for that back air, which I think was completely the right call. That back air.
And you went up real high.
I went up high, but I think if you went a little earlier,
I know, I hesitated.
There was a brief hesitation, but I think that was where I was talking about, right? Where you got me off stage, and then I was still relatively early. I think I was below 100. That's the kind of stuff you need to be able to. So when I play against Fox, I'm like, all right, let me check for the side B, right? I'm kind of listening for it. I'm standing.
That's what you gotta respect.
And then if not, I'm gonna go out and I'm kind of tracking you. And then if I see the Firefox, you go out. If they're low, I like to up B it. You can also fair it. I like to up B because no matter what, they'll die. So yeah, the best takeaway from this was those late fairs you were getting. Even more down tilt. I think I think the higher percent stuff down tilt is also great, just because.
You think so? Because that's when I got away from it when you were higher percent.
Yeah, so it's good if I'm like shielding in the corner, right? And I was like hoping you would F smash or something, or if you poke me and you get a shield poke down tilt at high percent, that's when down tilt is actually like threatening as a hit. Because it'll knock like at 140, 150, because you'll get knocked off stage and then you get an edge guard. It looked like you're kind of narrowing in place a little bit, which is pretty good. It's just that if your opponent is at high percent, you just can't make sure you're rinsing and repeating the same thing over and over, because then they'll just be looking for that. Like
you want that strong hit, but you get predictable.
Like I saw you narrowing in place, right? So I'm going to shield. I'm going to spam shield. In which case maybe you empty land grab.
Dude, that's so tough when you're at like 140, or any characters at 140 and they start spamming shield. Like, what? I'm not going to get anything off my grab. So I mean, I think it's a good move. It's a good call. Like, hold shield. What am I going to do? Okay, like grab me. What are you going to do?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's tough.
Cool. Castile says, I played husband on unranked. He wrecked me.
Once again, like, I haven't been in front of 550 people, so I think there's little nerves I'm still shaking off.
Sure.
So I know I can play a little cleaner.
Yeah. Which is also good because it kind of emulates that. Well, are you planning on entering tournaments eventually?
Yeah. So I haven't. Once again, I'm a little bit older. This technology stuff, you know what I mean. So I don't even know how to enter an online tournament, but I definitely want to. And like MTVA is having those summits, right?
We had one. I'm sure there'll be more in the future too, because it was a big success. I feel like we had good viewership, and It was a lot of fun.
I'd like to get into something like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And then, I mean, every day of the week, there's so many different online tournaments. Like, there's a Xanadu today, right?
That's right. It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, so I feel like that'd be a great one.
Okay.
Just because if you can do like one a week as like a progress check, see what's happening. Also, like, get your tournament stamina back up, the confidence.
Yeah. And like, I think the big secret is that a lot of people don't know is like, when I was playing at high levels, I was still nervous. You just learn to play through the nerves. The nerves don't go away. Like, that doesn't stop. You still feel those. It's just that you start seeing your gameplay improve while feeling those nervous feelings.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it.
Yeah, and so you just kind of got to accept it. Like, these nerves are here. Learn to play with them.
Yeah, like I think a lot of people when they talk about like me versus HBox at Genesis 7, where I went last talk, my heart was pounding and I'm nervous. Yeah, like I'm not like I guess on the outside I look calm, but like it wasn't like this like I'm moment of clarity completely. Like I was just able to.
There's no. It doesn't feel like it gets like this Zen mode. Your heart is always pounding. It's just your fingers learn to stay under control during those feelings.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
All right, let's run some more.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I didn't do anything about that.
Can I tech that there?
That up throw? You could, yeah, on FOD, yeah. Oh, I love that. Nice.
I spiked that.
Yeah, after the first fair, but yeah, it's so hard away.
Yeah. Man, you don't sidestep. I gotta stop checking that line.
I did it. Oh my god.
It worked that time.
Yeah.
No.
Even those down tilts that you did,
Yeah, man.
it almost like you had the game, right? Like those down tilts almost netted you that like.
I missed that runoff dare at the end.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is that all netted off those two down tilts real in quick succession, right?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah, that's good. I'm liking that. I've seen more down tilt in general in this matchup.